Okay, guys, it's back to Hampshire time. This is Outlast. He's found on page 6 of the catalog. He is an outlaw back on a Busch league, and he's bred by Southern Select Show Pigs. So something that's neat about him, he was the champion Hampshire Boar down in Perry last year, and he's out of Outlaw. He is the last outlaw boar that was for sale in America. The guys from Southern Select Genetics called up. They got 2 doses of Outlaw that would turn out to be the very last collection of Outlaw that he would ever give. And they bred him to their Busch League sow and got this guy, took him down to Perry, and he was the grand champion Hampshire Boar. So Outlaw, if any of you guys have followed our pedigree, when he first came out, you could not get around those Outlaw daughters. He was at the top of almost all the shows, and then he kind of went out with a bang, went into the last show that he had pigs go to. So when we heard about this guy, you know, not only did his pedigree extremely intrigue us, because if you follow our Hampshire herd, we have Outlaw set in the back of many of our Hampshire pedigrees. Now we've had him, he's like generationally back between granddaughters and great-granddaughters. And, you know, whenever you have Outlaw in the pedigree, you're going to get females. They're going to be able to lay down and have babies, and they're going to be able to be walked. They're going to be able to be functional. So as we study this guy, we call him Outlast. He is extremely true. He's stout skulled. You get on top of him, he has a big square top, big old stout hip, good muscle shape. He has more muscle shape than Outlaw had in terms of that true shape, that groove down his top. You get off to the side, he has really good center body dimension and depth of rib. He's one that Outlaw is one, even though we have him, he's starting to get further and further back in those pedigrees. So we're kind of bringing that old school generation back around here to use on these sows, and just such an influence that Outlaw's had in the pedigree, and we think Outlast is going to follow right in those footsteps and go out and just doing a tremendous job. So we have high hopes for this guy. It's our first time seeing him. Some of you might have babies on the ground out of him because we did bring him in this winter, but he's one that we think is going to really hit stride and have a lot of excitement for.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate something here, folks. You know what Hampshire hogs mean to us here at Gold Rush. I just find that there's a reason for a lot of things in life. And, you know, when Outlaw came, Outlaw is one of the boars that he just dominated everywhere. You know, he's the daddy of All Eyes the daddy of world class, shock the world. I mean, it just keeps coming, the Outlaw influence. I just think the good Lord knew what he was doing. The very last collection that Outlaw ever give goes down and breeds one sow. That sow, they keep one boar, and that one boar goes and is grand the very last time. And study this boar, use him with confidence, make Hampshire hogs better. That guy's base width, mass, as Amy stated, he has more muscle than Outlaw.